is Terry Dean of MyMarketingCoach.com, where you earn more, work less, and enjoy life. And I want to talk about today is what do you do when you don't get the response you expect from your prospects and your customers? It might be that you send out an email to your opt-in email list, your list of subscribers who said they wanted to receive email. Maybe 99% of them love the email, but you have that one small percentage, maybe 0.1%, that gets angry that you had the boldness to send them an email after they signed up for the list, or they forgot that they signed up for the list, and they give you an angry response back. I've seen many people who then shied away from sending emails in the future. Same thing, somebody might be doing blog postings and they get a comment back that's a really negative post. Or they might be working on YouTube and somebody gives them some kind of complaint on YouTube about whatever it is. You're going to find that there's a lot of people who are just willing to attack others because they can be anonymous. So you might see any of those types of responses. You might see a negative response in any type of online business. And the question is, what do you do when that happens? We want to keep moving forward and keep going forward. I've been married now for 16 years. And my wife, wasn't a good feeling at the time, but my wife really trained me a lot to get over rejection in the very beginning. Because the first time that I ever asked her out, I went up to her and I asked her out. I said, "Would you like to go out with me Friday?" And her response at that point in time was to change the subject and talk about something else. Well, eventually I brought it back around and I asked her again, "Well, would you like to go out with me on Friday night?" And her response wasn't what you would have expected. It wasn't a yes, it wasn't even a no. It was, "Sure, I'm not afraid to go out with you." But that response pales in comparison to the response I received when I first told her I loved her. See, it took me it took a lot of boldness to get over the fear here, because it was the first time I ever told a woman that I loved her. And we were at the park, and we'd been there for a couple hours in one of those swings that go back and forth. And at the time, I think we were sitting at a picnic table, and I leaned over to her, and I gently said to her, "I love you." And the response that she gave me wasn't anything like what I expected. Her response back to me wasn't even an "I know," or "That's sweet," or "I love you too." That's what you would have been hoping for. No, it was, "Yeah, right, your mother wears combat boots." She didn't believe me. Simply put, she didn't believe me. Now, I had to get over that rejection. And obviously, we're married today, and we've been married for 16 years, so I got over the rejection and went through it, because what was the real issue? In both those cases, the real issue was that she didn't know me. She didn't really trust me. She didn't believe me enough at that point. Okay? She didn't believe I was telling the truth. So, I want you to think about that in the online world as well. If you have a business online, or if you're an affiliate for other people's products, the biggest problem, the biggest barrier you have to online selling is that people simply don't believe you. They don't believe that you're telling the truth. Look at her first response to me, "Sure, I'm not afraid to go out with you." And that's kind of like when you get somebody to opt into an email list or subscribe to your blog. That's a low-risk subscription. They don't trust you yet, but you're starting off with something beginning. They're not ready to make that commitment. Later on, she said, "Yeah, right, and your mother wears combat boots," because she didn't believe me that I loved her that soon. We hadn't been dating that long, but I fell in love with her really quick. Just to let you know, we actually got married 5 months. We were married 5 months after we first went out on a date. But when I told her I loved her, she didn't believe me. It's the same thing with an online business. People don't believe you. So that's why you need to continue sending out emails to your list. Continue posting to your blog. Continue posting videos on YouTube. Basically, continue talking to your audience, continue getting to know your audience so that they can know, like, and trust you. And that's how you're going to build a business over time, just like you'd build any relationship. It takes time, it takes effort, but it's worth it in the end. And it's the same thing with your online business.